The name of this book is The Practical Art of Divine Magic, Contemporary and Ancient Techniques of Theurgy by Patrick Dunn. Pretty much, Theurgy is any type of spiritual work. They call it the God work in this book. It's any type of spiritual work. The reason I picked up this book is because I was watching a YouTube video and they was talking about like spirituality and all that stuff. They was basically talking about like man has, it's basically like three paths that, three potential paths that we will take in, like, you know what I'm saying, going forward, mankind. We're gonna take the path where we, you know what I'm saying, become like purely male, mentally, more machinery, more technology. We're gonna take a path where we become, or we like say like, no, we don't like where this is going, and we're gonna make a complete shift and go the spiritual route, the natural route, feminine mentality, or we're gonna go the middle way, which is a little bit of both, the best of both worlds, learning how to make it work. You know what I'm saying? But in order for that to even happen, people need to raise their spiritual awareness. Not a lot of people know just about spirituality without the religious context, because spirituality is not religion. Spirituality is the understanding that unseen forces have effects on matter. Once you start trying to understand these unseen forces, now you getting spiritual. Religion, I'm not gonna talk about that. That's something different. But this is a book on Theurgy. Theurgy is any type of spiritual work. A lot of this information comes from the ancient Egyptians and the Greeks. The philosophers like Socrates, Pythagoras, Plato. That's what a lot of this is. So, yeah, it's a book on Theurgy. This book is interesting, like, opens your mind to new things. Something really cool about this book is that it has actual step-by-step instructions, exercises, tells you how to do some of the things that they talk about. Talks a lot about developing your mind, you know. Basically, Theurgy, like I said, is any type of spiritual work. Spiritual work can be like inward, can be directed inward, where you correcting inner disharmonies and elevating your mind. Like if somebody hurt you or something, correcting that within yourself, getting back to where you're supposed to be. If you're an aggressive person, if you're mad all the time, inner disharmony, Theurgy will help that. Or if you're trying to do like external, connect with spirits and connect with entities, it really teaches all of that right here in this book. If you want to get your copy of the book, or if you want to read along with me, join my book club. Click the link in the description. But yeah, this it talks about all that. Something really interesting to me is when they were talking about fantastic, and that's the thing about this book, like it just kind of gives you all the information. It's more of a informational book. Like it just tells you what it is. There is no storyline. That's why I kind of don't know where to start. I'm just giving you the information. I'm just telling you what the book talks about. I'm telling you how I feel about it. I'm just giving it to you. Something interesting is I looked up the author. He actually, I don't know if he still lives there, but at the time he lived in Chicago. The time he made this copy, he was living in Chicago. White guy, but still, he's from the city. One part that I thought was really interesting was like in the beginning of the book. They said that the sine qua non, something that's absolutely necessary in all forms of magic, is your ability to create phantasms. They said that a phantasm is an image of the mind. Pretty much, if I like grab this water bottle right here, boom, grab this water bottle. Right now in my mind, I'm creating a sensory image of this water bottle. My mind is telling me how it feels, how it smells. If I licked it, it'll tell me how it tastes. You know what I'm saying? I'm creating a sensory image. Now, after I put the water bottle down, I could still kind of imagine that water bottle in my mind. We store sensory images in our memory. They're stored within the spiritual world, you know what I'm saying? Like the unconscious, your unconscious mind. And there's one other place that I can't remember right now. Sorry. If you want that information, click the link in my bio. Join my book club. Let's talk about this book together. Hope to see y'all there. But they talk about all that. But pretty much the thing about, he said that in order to do magic, you have to be able to create a phantasm. Basically, you got to be able to use your imagination. But I wouldn't even say it's imagination. You got to be able to visualize. You got to try to visualize, because by trying to visualize, like, you're using your mind's eye. And your mind's eye is the eye that creates reality. It's your thoughts. It's your, you know what I'm saying? You're using your thoughts and you forcing them to kind of manifest. Even if it's just an image. If you can imagine it, you can create it. So, yeah, you got to exercise your mind's eye. You basically do this through meditation. Now, a lot of people meditate. This book says meditate. And it's not hard. Like, while you meditate, some people clear their mind. But something else you want to start doing is like trying to create shapes. Basic shapes, 2-dimensional. After 2-dimensional, work up to 3-dimensional. After 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional. And once you experiencing or imagining 4-dimensional shapes, you got it. You can experience the 4th dimension right here in your own home. Right in your own home. You know what I'm saying? Get this book, The Practical Art of Divine Magic. Overall, like, I just think this stuff is really interesting and it's really useful, because once you understand that there's a spiritual unseen part of reality and you learn how to interact with this, you really do gain, like, you don't gain like complete control over every aspect of your life, but you do gain a little more control. You gain a little more power. I done found myself in some situations where I'll just ask my spirit guide, like, hey man, just protect me. Just because I know I don't know if it's a boy or girl, I don't know. But I just know that they listen. And I know they there. And after I say my little prayer or whatever, I'll be good. I'll be good. And I feel good. Like, I won't feel nervous. Again, these are things that can only be experienced. I can tell you how I feel all day, but until you're in that situation, you're not gonna understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a spiritual person, you want to learn how to defend yourself spiritually, like, this book will tell you all that. And they also tell you, like, rituals. They talk about, basically they say, when you give, you open the path for reception. If I give you something, you're gonna feel like you want to give me something back. You might, not all the time, but you might. So if you do, you'll give back. Same way with spirits. That's because this isn't a human thing. This is This is an emotional intelligence type thing. It's just the right thing to do. You could give that. You could give it to a dog, and a dog might come back. You know what I'm saying? Later that day or something, and give you something, bring something to you. Animals. That's because this isn't just a human thing. This is a spiritual thing. This is a part of our program and the thing that's inside of us all. You know what I'm saying? That we all, the thing that we all got in common. Same with spirits, like I was saying. You make an offering to a spirit. You make an offering to your spirit guide. You make an offering to your ancestors. You make an offering to the Most High. You open the path for reception. Types of offerings. You can do like bread. You can burn an incense. You can literally do an action, do some work. For example, you could do some yoga and give yourself in service. Like say, I'm giving myself in service this session. This is dedicated to you. This is dedicated to my brother who, you know what I'm saying, for health. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You do it. Practical art of divine magic. And it really is magic, man, because it's crazy. Like, it's crazy how much your thoughts influence your reality. Like, literally, like, once you can control your thoughts, you can control your situation. And everything is thoughts. That's pretty much it. Click the link in my bio. Click the link in my description. Join my book club or visit ybkentertainment.com. Also, if you support what I'm doing, or if you want to read along with me, click the link in the description. Get yourself a bookmark. They are all completely unique. They have my contact information on it, and it's only $4. Even if you don't read books, get you a bookmark. Hope to see all of y'all there, man. I'm out here for you guys. As always, I love y'all. Have a good one.